Okay, so this is a summary on page 368 for section 7.2, and I just wanted to go over this before I show you how to use a graphing calculator. So this is again talking about standard form of a function. So the value in front of the x squared is a, the value in front of x is b, and the constant function is c. All these points tell us something about the parabola. So again, if our a is less than 0, so if it's a negative value, then our parabola is going to open down like a frown. And in that case, we're going to have a maximum value, because the parabola will only go so high. If our a is a positive value, so greater than 0, it'll be a smiley face, so it'll be opening up, and we'll be having a minimum value because it can only go so low. The parabola is symmetrical about a vertical line. That's called the axis of symmetry, and the axis of symmetry goes through the vertex. So symmetrical means that it'll look the same on one side of the axis of symmetry as it does on the other side of the axis of symmetry. Here's our axis of symmetry. This would be our vertex. This having a maximum value, because you need to think if you were floating a balloon up here, the balloon would get trapped here. It can't go any higher. That's the maximum. And think if you were here trying to dig a hole down, this is as low as you could go. So this is the minimum. So this being the vertex, this being the axis of symmetry. Okay, important point we need to talk about in the need to know is our domain and range. Domain always talks about our x values, so we always look from left to right. And if you notice in these parabolas, they extend and extend beyond the graph paper, so we don't know how wide they actually get. So our axis of symmetry is actually just going to be x, e, r. Sorry, our axis of symmetry. I meant our domain is going to be XER. Okay. And if we were talking about our range, the range is always our y values. So you need to look from top or bottom to top. Okay, so your range depends on how high or how low your picture goes. So in this case, if these were units of 1, 2, this parabola starts at 2 and keeps going up and up and up and up, and we don't know how far it goes. So you would actually have to say that your y value is greater than or equal to 2. Okay, for the first picture. If we were looking at the second picture, it goes as high as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the highest it goes is 5. So the range for here would be 5 or anything lower. So the range for the second picture would be y has to be less than or equal to 5. Well, that's a crazy 5. There we go. So that is our domain and range. Remember, domain is x's, range is y's. So I want to take you to example 3, and I'll show you how to use the graphing calculator. So we'll turn our graphing calculator on, and I will go into my y equals. And if you have an equation, say anything is in there, you can just hit the clear button to erase whatever's in there. So I'm going to enter this equation. So I'm going to enter x with my squared plus x, subtract 2, and I'm going to hit my graph button. Okay, if you notice, my axis is a little bit off on this picture, so I want to go to my zoom, and I'm just going to go down till I see zoom standard, and I'll hit enter. And it takes me back to a normal Cartesian plane. So in this question it says determine the y-intercept. Okay, so that's where the picture is crossing on the y. So all we need to do is we hit our trace button, and it took us directly there. This is when x is 0, it is saying y is minus 2. So that is our y-intercept. Now if we need to find our x-intercepts, we have two x-intercepts. So we can cruise along here, and this might be right, but we could probably get a little bit closer. So I'll hit zoom, and I'll go down to zoom in and hit enter, and it'll get me closer look at that intercept. See, we were a little bit off. So our x-intercept is actually 1. And then if I go back to zoom standard, takes me back. I'll hit trace, and I can trace up to the next one. So it looks like it's going to be at minus 2, but if we want to just make sure, we can zoom in on that point a little bit and get closer, and it is at minus 2. So that means our x-intercepts were minus 2 and 1. Our equation of our axis is symmetry, so I'll go back to my standard picture. The equation of the axis of symmetry has to do with the vertex. So if we trace down and find the vertex, I will zoom in on that point. Looks like the vertex for this one is negative 0.5 and negative 2. So that means our axis of symmetry is whatever our x value is. So it would be negative 0.5. And if we were specifying our vertex, we would say it's negative 0.5 and negative 2.25 to be exact. And the last thing we need to do is find the domain and range. So remember, domain would be XER because we don't know how wide it goes. The only time this is different is if you're doing a real life example where maybe you can't have negatives. So then your domain would be has to be x is greater than 0. But otherwise, your domain is going to be all real numbers, so XER, and your range, so our picture goes from negative 2.25 and up, so we would say our range is y has to be greater than or equal to negative 2.25.